Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell.
And that's Brett Chapin.
And we have the pleasure today of talking to Miss Sara J. Stuckey of The Play Caught.
That's
which,
right.
Again, we saw last night was fantastic.
Was fantastic. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
And also of the play Gypsy, now playing at the West Coast Ensemble.
Yes.
westcoastensemble.org for tickets.
Correct.
And just to recap real quick, we did just talk to John C. Alsedek and Dana Hayes of the Blue Hours Production Company. And if you didn't catch their website, it's www.bluehoursproductions.com. This is sci-fi horror madness. And they're coming out with some new stuff that you're going to hear about soon. So, all right, go ahead.
So thanks for coming on, Sara.
I'm here. You know, I'm having a great time.
And just to give you guys a little bit of background on Sara, I have some information on her.
Where did you dig that up
from your website, surprisingly. So,
oh, right.
Yeah.
I put it out there. That's
it must be true.
It's not Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Miss Stuckey hails from the great state of Montana, where she studied theater with an emphasis in acting at the University of Montana, Missoula. She toured with Montana Repertory Theater and performed with the illustrious Virginia City Players and the Great American Melodrama and Vaudeville. Miss Stuckey enjoys running, bicycling at the beach, cooking fancy meals for her friends. She is considering sommelier certification. But she's only in it for the wine.
I am.
And Miss Stuckey is a proud member of West Coast Ensemble Theater and Screen Actors Guild.
Yes.
Wow.
So, Sara, you came here from Montana. You took the big leap from Montana to Los Angeles, and
Yes.
we hear a lot about that. People coming from other areas of the country to come to LA and pursue their dream. That's kind of what this show is about. Yeah. What was the experience like for you?
Oh, my gosh. Well, first of all, it's a good 2 to 3 day long drive. I packed everything I had at the time in my little Nissan Sentra.
Oh.
Yeah, me, my stuff, my 2 cats.
Nice.
And I was so not used to the traffic and everything. And I remember my first apartment even that I found was a garage turned into a studio apartment, or garage turned into maid's quarters, air quotes right there.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right. And let's see, I think it was $493 a month plus I think $50 for cable, because I think somehow they paid for something else.
Wow.
I told my folks about it, and they're like, that's more than our mortgage. I was like, well, I guess I'm in Los Angeles now. So
That's right.
yeah, on the drive-in, I was freaking out by traffic, and I drove right by the Fred Cavley Center in Thousand Oaks. It was this big theater, and I didn't know what it was at the time, but it was big enough, and I said, I bet that's a theater. I'm going to work there someday. And about 6 months later, there I was. I was on stage. I did a production of Pirates of Penzance with the Cabrillo Music Theater, and it was great. I was like, wow, this is that place I drove by and said, I'm going to work there, and look, here I am. So
Dreams do come true. It can happen.
very true. Very
Wow.
true.
Great. And you are a film and theater actress, is that right?
Yes, yeah. I've been doing a lot more theater lately, which is really great. But I'm still etching away at the film world. They're 2 very interesting entities, and I'm learning about them as I go. And I love that part, the exploration of both. So,
Do you have a preference between the 2?
my heart's in the theater. You know, that's where I live. That's where I love. But
Why?
why? Oh, these difficult questions. Actually, it's not difficult. I mean, I come alive there, and I feel that I do, and I just feel so much at home. You know, when you spend any bit of time in the theater at all, and really get to know it and love it, there's truth in the statement. The play's the thing. The minute you get a group of people together that says, let's do a play, everybody jumps on board. Everybody works together. Everybody knows what the goal is. And yeah, their feelings get hurt a little bit along the way. Toes get stepped on, but everybody knows that they're only doing it because the show is what they want to do. And as soon as the lights come up and the music plays or the curtain goes up, and you know, everybody suddenly snaps into focus, and there you are. You're on stage with your family, and you're living a life and sharing a story with people that, you know, you care about. And yeah, so.
Yeah, you really can't be a coward when you're doing live theater, because every show is going to be different, right? Depending on the audience, their take on it.
Absolutely.
And you have to just be in the moment and change with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, every performance like, for example, in COT, any performance that I've done with that, it's a different show every night. Well, I don't want to say it's vastly different, but there's always a subtle nuance that I notice for myself that's different every night. But part of the training is to stay in the moment and be with that moment and be with those people that you're in a family with, and they're going to have a slightly different show as well. And what you give and what you receive, you just be with that and flow with that. And the show still is there, and the story is still there. So,
and that's not true of film.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think when each shot that you take will have that similar sort of feel, but what ends up getting selected in the editing process after you've cleared set and are on to your next show, that's where they sort of capture the best essence, I would think, of what story they want to tell, and then they can put that on the film. And
with theater, it's only one chance.
Theater, you got one shot.
Chance to get it right.
With theater, yeah.
Another thing I love too is the energy that you feel from the audience.
Oh God,
you can really tell when they're connecting with you and when they're not. It's such a great feeling when they are.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And when they're not, and when and here's the thing: you might think that they're not connecting with you, and you find out later, boy, they really were there. They were just quiet today, and that's okay. I mean,
Sure.
And so all you can do is not care necessarily about what you think they might be thinking or what you think they might be reacting to or not reacting to. You just tell the story. Just tell the story. Be with your person. Be with who you are, and you end up getting surprised every time.
Absolutely. How was your family back home reacting to? Were they pretty supportive about you making the drive and coming out to LA?
They still are. They're fantastic. I love my family so much, and I miss them so much. And they might be listening right now. I don't know. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. But yeah, it's they're so unbelievably supportive, and they want to see me and my brother's dreams come true. And we're working on it, and they're there, and things are happening, and it's awesome.
You heard it here. Dreams do come true. You can come to LA and pursue the dream and be successful.
And that's Brett Chapin.
And that's Nettie Liddell.
And that's Sara Stuckey.
And we're going to be back on La La Land with Brett and Nettie right here on CRN Digital Talk. See you in 2 shakes.